Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Let's take a look at the Rocky movies. They certainly are a roller coaster, aren't they? In that they range from cinematic genius to cinematic goofiness. The first film is a masterpiece and the second film's just as epic. But things start to get a little weird after Stallone starts directing. Whether you like them or not, there were definitely some out there moments in the newer film. You got Rocky going up against Don King, challenging a boxer half his age, plus fighting Mr. T and Hulk Hogan in the same movie. Yeah, things got a little odd in the Rocky series, but I think we can all agree that the reigning champion of goofiness simply has to be Rocky IV. Considered to be the biggest and definitely the weirdest of the Rocky sequels, this was a movie that certainly seemed too big for its britches. It wants to throw everything at you, and as a result, it turns out a pretty silly flick. But it's just as much muscle flexing, montage shoving, word slurring, and audience shouting mayhem you'd expect from the other films. So, is it great or is it not? Let's take a look at Rocky IV. We open, of course, like the other sequels do, with a montage of the last film. After Rocky and Apollo talk about how they're both feeling older, Rocky makes it back home to celebrate the birthday of, oh god, I will never get tired of Paulie. Is there any greater image than him in a birthday hat and a cigar? Okay, aside from that.
You're gonna love your present, Uncle Paulie.
Where is it?
I'm so excited that I'm starting to sweat.
Happy birthday, Paulie.
That's right, it's the Shark Jumper 5000. You think you've seen impressive shark jumping in other movies? Well, this is a fucking robot in a Rocky film. Nothing can top that. It's like putting a singing giraffe in a Godfather movie. No rhyme or reason, just pure insanity. Isn't it a delight? Isn't this just the last thing you'd think you'd see in this?
Please make a wish.
Go on, make a wish like he says.
I wish I wasn't in his nightmare.
Hey, very classy wish, very nice. What do you think there? Very good, huh?
Oh look, the robot from Rocky just nodded in agreement with him, almost as if he can understand what Stallone is saying and actually interact off his emotions. That's quite interesting. I didn't know something like that existed. I mean, here I thought the world of the Academy Award-winning Rocky was very similar to ours, you know, very gritty and very real, but no, apparently it's like a sci-fi novel. You can just go out and buy artificially intelligent robots. I didn't know that. Why does that exist? But while that's going on, the Russians are coming as they plan to challenge one of America's best fighters against their fighter named Drago, played by He-Man and the masters of Marxism himself, Dolph Lundgren.
Today, the Soviet Union has officially entered professional boxing.
Drago, whose sources indicate was sculpted after an Oscar, is also a genetically altered boxer, having experiments done on him involving blood doping and anabolic steroids. So in fact, Drago is a super boxer. That's right. Rocky is basically going up against a video game character. Tell me you wouldn't see that guy in Punch-Out or Street Fighter. You can't, because he's basically just a big monster. Don't believe me? Just listen to how he talks. Yeah, he doesn't talk. He doesn't fucking talk. He has like 5 lines in this movie and they're all under 10 words. He's basically just a dragon for Sylvester Stallone to defeat. In fact, it's just 1 letter off. That's how little they're hiding it.
Though most of the world is ignorant in the body chemistry, we wish to educate your country.
There have been rumors of blood doping and anabolic steroids in the Soviet Union. Has Drago partaken in any such experiments?
Like your Popeye. He ate his spinach every day.
Spinach roids!
Shall we have a demonstration? As you can see, Drago averages 1,850 pounds. So the result's quite obvious. Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Just look at the Rocky franchise! By the way, that's Bridget Nielsen playing Drago's wife. Yeah, I know. The idea of her being married to a brainless twerp because of illegal drugs is really quite astounding, isn't it? Meanwhile, back at Rocky's place, Apollo admits that he wants to go up against the Russian Stroganoff, but his friends are more hesitant.
What's the purpose? I mean, what at this point in your life is worth getting hurt for?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
What the hell is that?
Lazy writing.
It's a nice song.
It's my favorite. You're the greatest. See you, sport.
So long, Polly. I will service you later. Oh.
Like I was saying, I don't want this chump to come over here with
No, it's not working. No, you can't just recover from that. I mean, you can talk about the fight all you want, but all I'm gonna think about is Polly getting a metal hand job. Seriously. It's a fucking robot in a Rocky film! Okay, so as they sit around watching recordings of them beating the shit out of each other, you know, the good old days, Apollo finds that he still didn't get all the attention that he needed.
But once you step out that ring, Sty, it's like ancient history.
Oh, come on, ain't ancient history, you know.
I don't see anybody asking for autographs, do you?
Apollo, can I ask you something?
You think the robot was a good idea?
Well, you know, this fight you're having against the Russian. But you think maybe it's like you against you? Maybe the show is over.
And that's easy for you to say. You're still on top.
You still got 2 Rocky movies and a Rambo coming your way, so you shut the fuck up! So, of course, Apollo agrees to fight Drago as they announce it at a news conference.
Well, you know, some folks got to learn the hard way.
Rocky, how do you think Apollo should fight Drago?
I think the first thing you better get Apollo is a ladder.
Drago, how does it feel to spar with the great former champion?
I refer you to my first...
In our country, Apollo Creed is well known and very respected. It could be a good victory.
Whoa.
He didn't come here to lose.
Well, you hold on, little lady. You hold on. Because lose and lose royally, he's going to do.
You are far too old to think that you can win over Drago.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yes, and it could be a painful one.
We know we're supposed to see this taunting before a boxing match, but why do they look so surprised about it?
Drago should not even fight this man. Because he is a has-been. Right now.
Never in all my years have I had another boxer tell me that he was gonna win instead of me. What a shock. What an absolute shock.
And all these puppets that you brought with you, history, you history.
Oh snap! He knocked over the cardboard cutout! Probably because it's more three-dimensional than he is, but still snap!
Try not to wear yourself out, okay? Personally, if it were me, I wouldn't mind postponing a couple weeks.
Postpone?
Yeah.
That's right, Apollo. Listen to your friend. The friend who had weeks to tell you this and only waited right before the fight to tell you to pull out. So Rocky doesn't convince him as the fight, it seems, is finally about to start. Or go into a Broadway musical. I'm with Drago right now. This is some weird ass shit. And just when you think the film couldn't possibly get more surreal, James Brown. Because the Broadway musical, the Russian Superman, and the talking robot wasn't weird enough. I don't know what you guys normally do, but in Russia, we just punch one another.
I'm Stu Mahan, and we welcome you to a most unusual event.
Understatement of the decade.
Weighing 221 pounds, a former heavyweight champion of the world, Apollo Creed.
And if anybody has seen that Razzin' Frazzin' Rabbit, please let me know!
You boys know the rules. Watch your low blows, kidney punches, rabbit punches.
And no murdering. I can't emphasize that enough. No murdering.
Come on, get your hands up, man. You need an interpreter. It's time to go to school.
Oh, shit. Hey, Rocky, what do you say we postpone this for about 2 weeks? Oh, fuck. Come on, Apollo, you can do it. I have faith in you. So yeah, Apollo's not doing very well. So Rocky, being the faithful friend, tries to decide when it's the right moment to throw in the towel. He decides to wait until after he's dead.
Creed appears to be in very serious condition.
If he dies, he dies.
In Soviet Russia, evil catchphrases say you. So Apollo literally dies in the ring as Rocky has a few words to say at the funeral.
You always did everything the way you wanted it. I'll never forget you, Apollo.
On a side note, I'd just like to point out that if I threw in the towel a little earlier, I don't think it would have made a difference. I don't think he'd still be alive or anything like that, and, yeah, I'm just gonna go now, because, you're all looking very angry at me, so, yeah. So Rocky decides to fight Drago himself. This, of course, gets a lot of press from the press.
It's in Russian.
You have this belief that you are so fair and we are so very cruel.
It is all lies and false propaganda to support this antagonistic and violent government.
Oh, violent? Oh God, seriously, who invited Paulie? I mean, what could he possibly have to contribute to this?
Who are you?
Who am I? I'm the unsilent majority, big mouth.
Good.
Damn it, Paulie, I told you to do two things. Shut up and not start an international incident. You didn't do either! So Rocky is off to Russia to fight Drago. Everybody in the world, of course, knows about it, except his wife. Whoops.
I just gotta do what I gotta do.
You don't have to do anything. Don't do this.
Agent, a lot of people don't have a choice. I do.
You willing to lose everything?
Okay, we all know this bit. Let me just sum it up.
Rocky, I've come to bitch and moan at you about why you shouldn't fight.
And I, the wise genius, have yet another bullshit reason about why I should fight.
I can't support you.
Fine! So, you come into the third act to support me?
Don't I always?
Cool. Rocky goes for a drive. We have a montage of the other three movies, reminding us of a time when we could take them seriously. As Rocky says goodbye to his son.
If a big giant man wanted to beat me up, I'd be real scared.
Like going in one more round when you don't think you can. That's what makes all the difference in your life.
You know, Dad, maybe the real hero is the hero who knows when to drop the sword.
You remember that?
The hero who doesn't get intimidated.
Best boy in the world.
Can look after his wife and son.
That daddy loves you.
Puts his family first.
I gotta go now.
You can't even hear me, can you?
So Rocky arrives in Russia as he trains for the big fight the only way he knows how. A training montage. Oh look, Adrian arrived to show her support. What a surprise. I guess the giant robot is watching the kid back at home. Well, enough of that. So as you can plainly see, Drago is training his body to be a heavyweight champion, while Rocky is training his body to be Amish equipment. And screw the stairs in Philadelphia. This time Rocky actually manages to climb a whole friggin' mountain.
The hills are alive with the sound of
So the day of the fight arrives as, get this, Paulie suddenly becomes emotional.
You know, it's hard for me to say these kind of things because that ain't my way. But if I could just unzip myself and step out and be someone else, I want to be you.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm drunk, high as a kite, and pissed myself. Where was I going with this? So Rocky is ready to fight Stretch Armstrong as they all rise for the Russian national anthem. Wow, the Russians really treat their national anthem with pride and respect. I mean, we had... that.
Абсолютный чемпион мира Рокки Бальбоа!
And in this corner, he is a Swedish actor playing a Russian just to add double insult to your country, Dolph Lundgren!
It's unbelievable, the condition of both men, but the Russian champion...
I must break you.
Ha! Joke's on you, the right side of his mouth is already broken.
There's the bell for the opening round, and Rocky Balboa...
Oh my god, this was a mistake. I immediately regret this. Oh, wow, is this guy tough. I can't feel the left side of my body. I don't remember who my mother is. Now I think I'm a cuckoo clock. The more I think about it, maybe the robot needs a sister. Uncle! But of course, Rocky starts fighting back as the crowd slowly but surely starts turning to Rocky's side.
Давидова,
Братцы, бери глаз, это сапацо.
Неправда. Как?
Yeah, Dimension Stallone wrote this. I do love these montages, though. You can cut to anything and it would be epic here.
It's all right.
And a big right hand by Rocky Balboa.
Finally, Rocky pulls together all his strength and delivers the finishing punches.
This is for Apollo. This is for Adrian. This is for my son. This is for Uncle Ben. This is for Aunt May. This is for that munchkin that apparently hanged himself in The Wizard of Oz. Die!
So of course, having beaten Drago, Rocky makes a great big speech about world peace. Yes, I am dead serious.
I've seen a lot of people hating me, and I didn't know what to feel about that, so I guess I didn't like you much none either.
Я думаю, что я не любил их тоже.
During this fight, I've seen a lot of changing.
В течение всего этого боя я понял, что многое изменилось.
The way you felt about me and the way I felt about you.
И я почувствовал, что вы тоже изменились.
There were two guys killing each other, but I guess that's better than 20 million.
То я думаю, что это лучше, чем даже $20 миллионов.
So what I was trying to say is that if I can change,
я думаю, что каждый тоже изменился сегодня.
And you can change.
Вы можете измениться.
Everybody can change.
Каждый может измениться.
Yep, there's absolutely nothing like a pledge for world peace right after two guys just beat the shit out of each other, is there? Yes, listen to the slurring man who beats people for a living. Truly, he knows the way to a joyous, peaceful world. In fact, I put it to you, has there ever been a speech about world peace that has ever been more poignant?
If a dog and a dolphin can get along, why can't our mom and his dad?
Okay, well this is a close second. So that's Rocky IV. It's weird, it's stupid, it's completely self-indulgent, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't totally fun to watch. I mean, it's up there with movies like Commando or Judge Dredd. There's just a real joy to its silliness and over-the-top ways. I mean, obviously it's not taken nearly as seriously as the first two Rocky movies, but there's just so much passion to it. Even though it doesn't succeed at being serious, you can tell it's trying really hard. And the energy and commitment that's put into this film is part of the fun, even if it does fail at an incredible level. And that, for me anyway, is good entertainment. I'm the Nostalgia Critic. Now if you'll excuse me, I have to parade these words of peace to the world! Hey you! If I can change and you can change, we can all change! Ow! Well, okay, if a dog and a dolphin can learn to love each other. Okay!
I must break you.